Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Utes will put total leather to crank us up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The run from the shotgun. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Buffaloes are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback keeps it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team.
First and 10.
You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. To the air, it's Dampier. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's loose. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Bentley. Oh, a lot of space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Unloads quickly, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Utah 7, Colorado 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. There he goes! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Utah 7, Colorado 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. To throw, it's Salter. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's second and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Salter. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Hayden. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The extra point here would tie the game.
For the extra point.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Finds space on the right. Finds some room. Wide open spaces. 10. Touchdown, Utes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Colorado, 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Salter. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Loss of 4. 2nd down coming up.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Buffaloes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Salter. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. As they open this possession from their own 20. On the move. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wideout. On the ground, it's Parker. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bentley. Across the 25. He's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Second down coming up.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Utes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Utes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Utes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. The ricochet off the left upright and through. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Here comes the heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Salter. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Utah.
And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Unloads to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll give it to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his man. It's Welsh. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. after first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Using his feet. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for space, it's Parker. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.